Okay, so shall we start the session? I don't think so. We'll get some more participants today. Okay, so we have 26. Good evening, everyone. So today we are going to discuss about this activity mainly, so activity and activity cycle, life cycle, and other stuff. So far, any doubts yesterday and day before yesterday? So what and all we discussed? So let me share my screen. See what and all we discussed, and then we'll continue the session. Okay. So yesterday, yesterday we discussed about the Android file system and resources, how we can use the resources and how to configure resources, right? And with the example, we created buttons and labels, how to give this string and where we can create the colors and dimensions, everything. Right? That any doubts so far? So have you tried at home? No problem. So yeah, we will continue on this today's session. So mainly we are going to discuss about activity and activity lifecycle. So activity is the one of the main concept in Android application development. So when you are attending some interviews, no, definitely you will get more than 5 questions related to activities. So when we are attending as a fresher, because no, so activity is the main component of Android application development. So and without activity, we can't create the applications. So when we are creating for the user interactive applications, when you are creating for the system applications, no, so we no need to write the code. I mean, no need to add the activities. But when we are developing the application for the user, no, so we must have the activity. Without activity, we can't create the application. So when you want to present some screen, I mean, when you want to present something on your screen, no, so we must have the activity. Okay, so let me show you. So what and all we are specific. Okay, understanding activity and activity life cycle. Yeah, so here you can see activity is like a window. So whatever window we are seeing now, so that with the help of activity only we are presenting, we are configuring the elements and we are designing the elements, and using activity only we are passing the values. Okay, so in activity only we are putting these buttons, labels, images, what and all we are putting up. So everything we are adding in the activity only. So in activity, so how to configure the layout. So yesterday already I shown you. So we need to set the content, and inside the content we need to specify the XML file. So inside the XML we are pasting the elements. So something like buttons, edit text, text view, images, and so what are the structures? I mean animation related things. Everything we are configuring the activity XML only. Okay. So an application usually contains multiple activity. Okay. So any application, as I said, any application we must have the activity. So applications will contain multiple activities normally. So at least one activity is must. Okay. Then so application starts with the activity only. And as I said, main activity. So we are configuring the manifest file, right? So that we are configuring manifest file. So saying that launcher activity. So when the application is launching, by default, it will go to manifest file, and there it will check the which activity it should appear first. Okay, so that way, so we can have the activity. I mean, so activities must. Okay, so on once activity started, first call. As I said, in activity we have the multiple. So activity we have life cycle. So we have multiple methods, and when we started the activity, the first call will go to the onCreate method. Okay, so when activity is landed, so it will go to onCreate method. And so similarly, we have the multiple methods. I will show you that in the coming slides. So finally we have the on destroy. So when activity is started, it will go to on create method, and when we are closing, the cursor will go to on destroy method. Okay, so in between we have 5 more steps. So I'll show you that with example. Here you can see creating an activity class is created subclass of activity. Okay, and in your activity callback methods will be having, so we have callback methods, that is on create method, on pause, on stop, on destroy, on resume. So like this we have 7 methods. So I'll show you those things. Okay, on create method, this method will call whenever an activity is started. Okay, when we are activity is coming, so when the screen is appearing, so before that the cursor will go to on create method, and it will load the data, and then it will display onto your screen. Okay, so here it is saying that, so when we are calling this on create method, so it will initialize all the components. Okay, so mainly when we are saying on create method, what it will happen. So if someone asked you, so on create method, what we are going to do, so it will initialize the all components. Okay, and on pause, this method will call when user is leaving from the activity to another activity. Okay, so when we are opening one screen and suddenly we are scrolling. So suppose if you have multiple screens, for example, when we are saying talking about WhatsApp, so we are in chat window. So when you are scrolling left side, so we are going to stats. On calls we are going, and we have some more methods. Status. So we have 3 screens there. So when you are moving from one screen to another screen now, so the previous activity will go to on pause method. Okay, and some other times, some cases when you have opened one particular application and suddenly if you got some calls or messages, so we are opening some other screens. So that time by default, by automatically it will go to the on pause method. Okay, and suddenly sometimes when you're suddenly if you press the home button, so whatever activity is displaying in the screen, so that also will go to on pause method. Again, when you are calling, when you are opening the particular application, it will go to on a resume method. Okay, so that I'll show you with the example. Okay, so here you can see the declaration of uncreated and uncreate and unpause. Okay, so normally we are having this activity class. So that is from activity we are extending our main activity. Okay, so whatever methods we have in the activity, so the all methods we can access by overriding the methods. Here you can see we are overriding on create method. Okay, and here we have one more method we are overriding on pause. Okay, so if you let me show you this example. So the log code we can demonstrate it. So let me open the Android Studio. So before going further, so how I can create the new activity? Anybody can answer. So how to create an activity? What are the steps I need to do? So I'm not getting any answers from you guys. So how to create an activity? So what are the steps? Okay, we have 32 members, no one is answering. You don't know how to create activity? Still it is loading. So how to create activity? So we need to go to file, and can go to new file, and then we can choose the whatever activity you want to create. Okay, so you need to go to activity, and then you can select your theme, I mean template. Or else you can right click on your project and you can go to new, and that way also you can create your activity. Okay, so let me this one. Okay, so I'll create new project. So how to create new project? Go to file. Still it is loading. Let it be. Still it is loading. Okay, yeah. So file, new file, I mean new project I need to choose. Then we need to give the name, whatever application you're going to do. So I'm creating empty activity. Yeah, I need to pass the application name. Okay, so my application name is activity example. Okay, so I'm going with the same package, and I'm going to change the location and even language. So if you want, you can change the language here and min STK. I don't want to go older one, so I'm going with this 25 only. Okay, just finish. So by default, on create method will appear on your activity. Okay. So here you can see this is on create method. Okay. So this is a standard template, I mean standard code. So by default, we'll get this code and this layout. So as I said, we are configuring the layout, the content view, set content view. So for this activity, we are setting one screen. I mean, the screen in the sense, the layout, whatever screen we are seeing, I mean, on your screen, what and all it is visible, no? So that everything we are configuring in the XML only. And when we are getting some dynamic data and values and all, no? So that we are passing through Java class. Okay. So let me add this code, whatever I have in the example. Okay, so here you can see main activity. So I don't want to change entire thing. So just I'm adding this on create method and on pause method. So the messages. So this is the logcat. Okay. So logcat means so whatever we are getting some log files, no, log content. So that we are configuring. So if you want to put some log, no, so we need to use this code log.d. Okay. So like this, we have multiple things. Let me add this from where I'm copying. So up to this. I think this one also not required. Directly I'll copy this. Only this on pause method I'm adding. Okay, so let me add this on pause method. Okay, so MSG. So MSG it is showing something content local variable message. Okay, so it is asking me to create the local variable message. Okay, so here also we don't have no problem. So I'll create this local variable. So this way also we can create it whenever we want. So initialize also it is asking. All blank, make it blank. Test. Okay, so here you can see the logcat. I'm running my application. Let me show this log. So this one is executing. How you can see this logcat and all. So from where, so when it is appearing, I'll show you. So Still the application is running. So in middle, so if you got any doubts, you can ask me, no problem, anytime. Okay. Still it is executing. It will take some time. So as I said, from activity we are overriding. So activity and app compact activity. So these two are same. Okay. So previously we used to have everything in activity, and now they are moved to app compact activity. So here you can see all methods related to activity. They already specified here. Okay. Share with touch. Anyway, so I'll show you that again. Okay. So let me and keeping. So normally we'll get lot of logs. Don't worry about this logs and all. Let me clear this for now. So still it is loading. So all other application, what and all applications running in the simulator, no entire thing will come. Will get this logs here. Okay. So still my emulator is running. It will take some time initially. Okay. Once it is up, then we can test immediately. Test. A lot of logcat we are able to see here. So still the target device is not in online, so installation is happening. Okay, it is installed. So I got my activity. Let me clear the logs and debug logs. Okay, so my screen is up now. Okay, so once I minimized it, so here we can see the log. Okay, the on pause event. Okay, so this is what we have written, right? The on pause event. Here you can see the on pause event. Okay, so just I'm reopening my application. Okay, so now the event, so the method is not appeared. Not click. So not the cursor not went to on pause method. So that's why we didn't get that log tag here. So again, when I'm minimizing the application, the method will get called and the data will appear. You can see again it is coming. So this is old one and this is new one. Similarly, we have a lot of other methods. Why I'm explaining this part now, on pause method. So we need to do a lot of operations while loading the data from server. So when you're explaining, executing, working on the real-time applications. So everything we need to perform in the methods only. So in which method and which type of code we need, where we need to write. So to understand that, so we should have very clear idea on the activities life cycle. Okay, so someone is asking, so please explain me again what I am trying to do here. Okay, so here I am trying to explain you on pause method when and all will call. Okay, so when the cursor is moving to on pause method. Okay, so this one, so you can see and removing the data here. Okay, so by default we got this code, right? On create method by default we'll get whenever you are creating the activity, no, so by default we'll get the on create method and set content view. By default we'll get the XML also. Okay, so whenever you are opening the code, so the particular activity whenever trying to open, no, so by default it will call the on create method. Okay, then and I'm adding one more method, that is on pause method. Okay, so on pause method when it will call. So that's what I'm trying to show you here. So here you can see on pause method when I'm closing my application. By default it is appearing the on pause method. So let me add one more log here so that you'll get an exact picture when it is appearing. This is And we have one more example with all life cycle methods. Okay, so this is on create method. Okay, so here I mentioned on create, and here I mentioned on pause. Okay, so it's not a method. So this is just a string. Okay, so you can write whatever you want to write. So mainly, so you can put when you are testing your application. So this will be very helpful whether the particular method is getting called or not. To identify that, we can use this logcat. Okay, so just I'm adding logcat here, whether the particular method is getting called or not. I mean, when we are going to on pause method, when we are going to on create method. Okay, so let me execute this. Okay, so the application got launched, and here you can see somewhere we'll get to the call also. Here you can see on create method. So when we are opening applications, by default it is calling the activity, and it is going to on create method. As I said, whenever we are opening, by default the cursor will move to on create method. So that's why the on create event log we are able to see here. Okay, and when I'm minimizing my screen, okay, so we are calling on pause method. Okay, on create and on pause. Okay, so again I'm trying to open my activity. So actually no, so this one is not split screen. Okay, so now my activity is fully opened. Here you can see on create and on event. So let me clear this complete log. So by clicking this delete log, we can remove the log. Okay, so when I'm minimizing the screen, so you can see on pause method is getting called, and when I'm opening back, so yeah, so already it is open, so that's why we are not able to see the on create method. So this is about on create and on pause method. So anyway, I'll show you this clear explanation with one more example. Okay, and yeah, so how to create activity as I asked you. So these are the steps to create activity. Just you need to click the, so directly you can right click and you can go to new and then activity. So you can choose and which type of activity you are going to create. So that is up to you. So based on your design and the user requirement, you can choose the template activity. Okay, so this way you can create the activities. Okay, and so just we need to give the activity name. So previously we have created the existing new application we created, right? So how to create activity? Just right click on your app, you'll get new and then activity. So you can choose whatever activity type you want to create. Okay, so I'm creating one more basic activity, that is main 2 activity. So just I'll rename it main activity. So let me give the second activity. Second activity. So by default we'll get the layout also, that is activity second. Okay, finish. So this way we can create the activity. So now we can see whether we got that activity or not. So here you can see second activity. Okay, when I created activity, by default we got the fragment also. Okay, so that one is now not required for now. So no need to worry about that fragment. Directly we'll focus on the activity. So here you can see on create method. As I said, by default we'll get the on create method. Okay, so this is about activity creation. So this is the most important one. So when you attend, when you are trying to attend the interviews, no, minimum you will get 3 to 4 questions related to activity and activity life cycle. As I said, I mean, so mainly activity life cycle they will ask. Okay, so when we are launching the application, no, so by default it will call the activity. As I said, so in activity, the first method it will start from on create. Okay, then on start, on resume. Okay, on resume, then we have on pause, on stop, on destroy. Okay, so if it is stopped, the particular activities got stopped, then it will go to on restart, and then it will go to on start method. Okay, so just make a note. So these are the main methods for the activity life cycle. Okay, so just make a note. So tomorrow I'm going to ask the same question. So what are the activity life cycle methods? Okay, so here we have the clear explanation also when we are calling the which method and all. Okay, so first it will go to on create method, then on start and on resume. So these all are the serially it will go. And when activity is running, currently you opened the activity and you are able to see all the data. It means activity is running, and then suddenly some other application opened or some other activity you are trying to open, then it will go to unpause method. The existing activity will go to unpause method. Again, when you are returning to the same activity, it will go to on resume. Okay, so if you know this flow now, you can write your code. I mean, so suppose if you are loading the data from server, so in which method you need to write. Okay, so that you will understand only when you know this activity life cycle. Okay, so mainly we are writing all the loading data and all, no, so on create method only. Okay, so when we are closing your application, so it will disappear complete data, and again when you are opening, the data will get load. Okay, so if you have written the methods in on resume method, no, okay, so already you have loaded the data, and when you are going back and coming back, I mean going forward and coming back, so again you are trying to load the data, so that is a waste of work, right? So again it will take some time to load the data. So that's why we should know where to write the code. And in the on resume methods also we need to write some code. Okay, not like I mean, so how when we are rotating the screen, I mean, so portrait to landscape. Okay, so that time it will get refresh. So that type of code and all we need to write on resume method. Okay, so this should be very um, so you should be very careful while writing the code, and in which method we need to write the code, so that you should be very careful. Okay? So these are the main methods: on create, on start, on resume, on pause, on stop, and finally when you are completely closing the application, so it will call on destroy. Okay, so on stop, when it will get called, the activity is no longer visible. So if you close the application and we are not using that for a long time, so then it will go to on stop method. So once you go to on stop method, so someone, I mean, normally will clear the cache, right? So we'll get some all application which is running in your phone, and once you click this clear now, so it will go to on destroy method that time. Okay, so otherwise it will be running in the background. Sometimes no, your battery, I mean, so even if you kept your phone idle, so battery will consume, and when you check the battery usage, no, so it will show some applications are using more battery. Why? Because the applications is running in background, so we didn't clear the complete activities. Whatever activities we opened, no, we didn't close it. I mean, activities in the sense whatever applications we opened, we didn't clear the application data. So application data means whatever activities we opened in the particular application, the same thing, it will run in background. So that's why it will kill your battery. Okay. So anyway, we have the example for this activity life cycle. So that I will show you with a logcat example. So here we have the explanation. So on create method, when we are calling the on create method, so on create method will get called when activity is first time created. Okay, so this you make a note. So if you want, you can take a screenshot. Okay, so it is very useful when we are calling the particular methods and all. Okay, so on create method will get called when activity is first time created. Okay, on start called, it will call when activity is becoming visible to the user. Okay, so this one when we are opening the application, when we are first time we creating the application, I mean when we are opening the application. Okay, so on start will get called when the application is visible to the user. I mean, so it is loading the data. When the data is loading now, so that time it will be, the method will get called. And on resume, so it will call when activity will start interacting with the user. Okay, so once all the data is loaded and when we are trying to use it, so if you are filling some data in the edit fields, and when you're filling your first name, last name, and when you're clicking the particular buttons, the time and all, so it will get call on resume method. Okay, and on pause method, so called when activity is no visible to the user. I mean, not visible to the user. On pause method, as I said, when you are moving forward, I mean, so you're moving to the other activities, other screens, that time on pause method will get called. Okay, and on stop method, so this will get called when activity is no longer visible to the user. I mean, so you are not using for a long time the particular screen. So you opened it and you went to the some other application and you are not using it. Suppose, so the best example you may feel that this experience. So when you're using Facebook, and so suppose you are watching some videos or something, and so suddenly you got a call and you attended the call, and after some time, so when you're coming back to your, when you are trying to open the Facebook page, no, so it will go to the first page. Okay, so you'll go to first page. I mean, so the starting screen. So sometimes it will take, it will be in the same screen where, I mean, same location. Sometimes, no, it will go to the first page. Just a second. Taking some call, I need to attend that. Yeah, sorry guys. Okay, so we are talking about on stop. Okay, so on stop, as I said, the best example, Facebook. When we are not using for long time, no, so it will appear to the starting location. So in background, so by default it is getting called to the on stop method. And on restart method called after your activity is stopped prior to the start. I mean, so we stopped it and we are trying to open that same activity again. Okay, then it will get called the on restart method. Similarly, on destroy method, so when we are not using the particular application and we are clearing complete data, so that time it will get called to the destroy. It means on before activity destroyed. It means when we are clearing it. So here we mentioned before activity is destroyed. Before activity destroyed means when we are calling the destroy method. Okay. So this part is clear. Any doubts in this? So I'll ask you some questions on this in when I'm explaining the examples. So just make a note this activity methods and all when we are calling. Otherwise, you take a screenshot or something. So this will be useful. Okay. So if you don't have any doubts, I'll continue further. Okay, fine. So here we have the clear explanation on the same activity life cycle. So how it will be getting called. So here you can see on create method when the particular, I mean, suddenly if you open the application, okay. So here you can see when opens the application, what are the methods will get called. Okay, so if you know this part now, so you can write, I mean, so you will understand where to write this code. I mean, so particular, so what and all will reload and what and all we need to load one time. So when we are calling the application, when we are opening the application, no, by default it will go to on create method, that is mandatory, and then on start and on resume. Okay, once you open the application, so it will be going to these three methods. Okay, on create, on stop, and on resume. So when back button pressed, okay, so from screen, so when you open the application and when you're closing, I mean suddenly if you want to go back, when you press this back button, okay, then it will go to on pause, on stop, and then on destroy. These are the methods will get called. Okay, similarly when you press the home button, as I said, even I shown the example, right? When I press the home button, what are the methods will get called? On pause and on stop. Okay, so then after press the home button, so here we have after press the home button, when you are again opening the application from the recent task list. So just I shown the example now. So when you are opening back, then it will go to on restart, on start, and then on resume. These are the methods will get called. Okay, so these are the I mean, so with the operations, what are the methods is getting called? Okay, then when open the app, other apps from the notification. Okay, so as I said, when we got some calls or when you're opening some other applications to come back, and then it will when you are opening some other applications, no, so you can go to on pause. So the method these methods will get called on pause and on stop. Okay, so if you have these two slides now, you can write, you can understand the complete clear picture. Okay. So here you can see back button pressed. So when you press the back button from another app or settings, you will go to on resume, on stop, and on destroy. So this and all, no? So you may feel a bit bored, but this is very useful data. So these two slides. Okay. So you can take a screenshot of these two slides. So you take a screenshot from this slide. Okay. And even so sometimes no, in interviews they will call. So when suddenly if you open some particular application and someone so suddenly you got a call, so what are the methods will get called? So this kind of questions you will get when you're facing the attending the interviews. Okay, so this method, this screen, you take a screenshot, and this one also. Okay, so when the dialog box appears on the screen, so suddenly normally we'll get some notifications, right? In the particular application when you are trying to submit or when you are trying to close it, so you will get notification you want to proceed further, something like that. So if you are getting some notification, that time the on pause method will get called. After dismissing the dialog box again, so once you get the dialog box, it will call the on pause method. When you close this particular dialog box, it will go to on resume method. Similarly, we have some other things also. You can see on phone is ringing, so it will go to on pause, and then if your user the app, I mean, so if you are not using the particular application, it will resume. When user presses the phone answer button, so similarly, when you are not attending the phone, not accepting the call, it will go to on resume. So if you accept the call, it will go to on pause, and after call ends, it will go to on resume. Okay, similarly, when phone screen is off, it will go to on pause and on stop. Okay, so let me show you this example. So here we have the all the methods. So I'll show you the example. I'll execute this application. So this is very important concept. So I don't want to skip anything from this. Okay, so let me add this from here. Let me check. So I'm getting something, some special symbols and all. No problem. So let me copy and put it in Notepad. These are others. So I don't want to waste much time on this typing and all. So I'm connecting from this things, right? So that's why I'm getting some special characters here. So let me refresh it. Let me copy this into code. So here we have main method also. No problem. So I need to replace the main method. So I'm missing this part. So resume. Anyway, so we can keep it anywhere. Methods and all, not a problem. So let me paste this data and main activity. So I'm getting this error because I have already having this main class. Okay, so I think I can reduce this one. So how we can give the comments? Just press the Control Shift and slash. So no need to give this whatever you want to give the comments. No, just select that part and just Control Shift and slash. Okay, so using that you can directly give this comments. Okay, this I need to add in the middle, or I need to move to this inside the brackets. Okay, so I need to bring it now to life. Okay. So the look and feel is not appearing properly, right? I mean the code order and all. So how we can do the ordering? Control A, yes, P, yes. Formatting Control Shift F. I think Control A, Control Shift F. No, no. Control Shift. Something we have. So this one is not taking. The methods and all we are getting right. This one is not taking. I don't know. Maybe some because of some errors it is not taking. Fine. I'm getting these errors. Okay, so I'm using activity here. So I need to use this app contact. Okay. This comment. Activity we are not using it. Do we have any activity main? Okay. So I don't have activity main layout, so that's why it's showing here. You can see I'm getting some errors. So yesterday I said no, someone asked me, so he is getting some errors. Okay, so why he is getting the error? So somewhere they're having some errors. Okay, here you can see some red line I am able to see here. Okay, so is it visible, everybody? I mean the red line. So normally if you have any errors in your code in the particular screen, so you'll get red line like this. Okay, so once you press that line, so by default it will go to the particular location. So here you can see activity main 1. Okay, so it is trying to find the activity main 1 XML file. Okay, we don't have any activity main 1 XML. So here we have activity main, not activity main 1. So that's why it is showing error here. So just I'm removing. So now you can see the error got clear. Okay. Right. Anyway, this is fine. Let me bring it down. So this is normal one. Okay. Just I'm arranging in the order. I don't know why it is not taking. Normally it should take when we are cutting and pasting here. So if everything is in order now, so we can easily identify which method is starting and which method is closing, where it is starting and where it is closing clearly. Okay. Now why it is not taking. Okay, so here you can see all the methods we specified and we have given some log check also. Okay, so what are the methods we have written here? Let me make it small. So here you can see some plus minus symbols. Okay, so if you want to minimize the modules methods, no, so you can press minus, and if you want to expand, you can press plus. Okay, so this way we can see how many methods we have, and even easily we can identify what are the methods we have written and what are not written. Okay, so here you can see the complete method on start. So here we have on create, on start, on pause, on stop, on restart, destroy, and resume. Okay, so for every method I have added the logcat. So here you can see, so this is the main method. Sorry, on create. So here you can see on create invoke, and similarly we have on stop. On stop we invoke. Like that we have all methods logcat. Just a second, guys. Got stuck. No. Okay. So you can say, let me run this example so that you will get clarity on the logcat. Okay. So what are the methods we are getting called? The main thing, so this logcat is very useful when we are debugging, and these methods, mainly this activity methods, no. So it's very useful where to write the code. So we'll get that idea. Okay, so the Gradle build is running. It is executing. Just give me a minute. Yeah, that's installed. Okay. So by default, we should get this on create invoke. So let me search whether I got this or not. So here you can see on create invoke, on start invoke, on resume invoke. Okay. So three methods. Why I got these three methods? So by seeing this, you can get it. When app opens, so as I said, when app opens, it is calling on create, on start, and on resume. Okay, right? So that is what we got it, right? Okay, so on create, start, on resume. Okay. Then when I'm opening, I mean when I'm pressing home button. Okay, so it got closed. Here you can see on pause invoke and then on stop invoke. Two methods are getting called. So here you can see the call when I'm pressing home button. Yeah. So on pause and on stop. You see these two methods are getting called. Is it clear? Any doubts in this so far? When I'm opening the activity again, what are the methods getting called? When you press home button, when you again open the from. So you press the home button and again we are opening. So then on restart, on stop, and on resume. So these three we should get, right? Yes. Here you can see on stop. Yeah, previously we got this on stop and then on restart, start, and resume. Like this, we'll get this life cycles. Okay. So for any doubts in this, you want to check any scenario. When I'm pressing button, so here you can see on stop. When I'm pressing back to that previous one, I'm getting this. And when I'm opening some other application, and so this got stopped. And when I'm going back to the previous one, this will reappear. Okay. So this way, you can check our methods. I mean, what are the methods we are calling when we are opening and when we are closing and when we are getting some other application, when we are opening the other applications and when we got some notifications. Okay, so let me check some call in between. So let me rebuild it, but don't get any confusion. Okay, let me clear it. Okay. So now I'm going to do some incoming call to my application. So this is up here, okay. And I'm answering. Okay, so I'm disconnecting the call. What and all I got this. So here you can see on stop, on resume, on start, and on resume invoke. Okay, so these are the methods are getting called when I get the incoming call and when I'm accepting and when I disconnect it. So these are the methods are getting called. Okay, so this part is clear. Any doubts in this in activities? No, right? So, so we'll finish this session. So we have some, we need to discuss about the layouts and all. So this is up to you, and so these are the methods. Anyway, fine. So I'm done with these activities. Actually, I need to continue with these layouts today. But so morning itself we spend we have some time, and even if I started layouts, no, even we don't have much peoples also. So we'll continue tomorrow. So if you have any doubts, you ask me now. So otherwise, we'll end of the session and we'll continue tomorrow the layouts. Okay. Anybody have any doubts? So if you guys don't have any doubts now, so I'll close the session and we'll discuss tomorrow. Okay. So just go through this developers.com and you check this uh, activity related things again. Okay. Fine. Okay, guys. So I'm closing the session. So, ma'am, one. So I'm done with the session. So if you have any announcement, you can do it. And so we'll continue same on same time tomorrow, 4:30. Okay. Okay, guys. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Kevin, you want to say something?